We know it's possible. The Incans did it 500 years ago, and they didn't have an iPhone. And they put it to work. And what you can see here is MIT students working in a very modern environment, the Stata Center, the home of electrical engineering at MIT, and here they've rebuilt. And these are 19 and 20-year-old kids rebuilding the Incan suspension bridge from first engineering principles. Not just an academic exercise, these students then go off, and I'm going to talk about this in just a few minutes, and build great companies based on that problem-solving pragmatic approach. So, what are our agenda items? Establishing a much higher level of commitment, prioritizing relative to current commitments, investments in areas of science, engineering, and technology education that complement key Peruvian clusters and Peruvians' comparative advances. Ensuring at the level of each of the presidents and down to each of the deans and down to each of the faculty members, mens a manis. Higher education should be positioned towards the development of an innovator workforce. Second, how do we catalyze innovation-based entrepreneurship? Peru has a tremendous history of great universities, the first university in all the Americas. Yet, as of yet, right, we're going to need more scale, but as of yet, those universities have only been partially integrated with the development of an economic strategy for Peru. We saw some of the very good efforts along those lines in our last few sessions. And I thought very good remarks about how we can do this. But more work remains. How can universities catalyze innovation-based entrepreneurship? Well, MIT, right, I'm going to talk a little bit about what we do at MIT. And once again, this isn't MIT as an example of, we're blessed with wonderful students. But this is about the kinds of policies, the kinds of classes, the kind of institutions we build there to help those great students do even better. Right? What you can see is, here is the campus of MIT. Here, and this is actually from about 5 or 6 years ago, here are the biotech companies walking distance from campus. More than 100 biotech firms in a 1 mile square radius. We produce a lot of patents at MIT. 122 just a few years ago. And moreover, and perhaps more even impactfully, our graduates end up creating great companies. So my colleague Ed Roberts put together the MIT Entrepreneurial Impact Study, and what he found